Second American hero killed in combat after volunteering to fight in the war in Ukraine. 52-year-old New York-born Stephen Zabilski died this past May in a southeastern village. Our correspondent Sarah Williamson was reporting in Ukraine for the last 4 months. She joins us now with more on this story.
Yeah, that's right, Bob. U.S. Army veteran Steve Zabilski, he was the second Army veteran, second American to be killed in Ukraine. 52 years old, as you mentioned, from New York, but he had moved to Florida and was killed by a landmine on the 15th of May. But his death only became known by the media when an obituary was posted in the local paper today and confirmed by the State Department. Now, the confirmation of Zabilski's death comes just weeks after the killing of former US Marine Willie Joseph Cancel, who died also fighting along the Ukrainian forces. Now, there are several developments also concerning those captured Americans, Andy Huynh and Alexander Druk. Now, many believe the pair are likely to receive a similar fate as the ones handed down against the British and Moroccan nationals for their participation and will be sentenced to death. Now, this is coming as Attorney General Garland is in the country investigating war crimes, and Russia says that it doesn't know anything about the whereabouts of these captured US citizens. And Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov told US media on Monday that international rules of war wouldn't apply to the veterans from Alabama, despite the Geneva Convention's protections, including ensuring that prisoners of war must at all times be treated humanely. The State Department is once again reiterating, Bob, that US citizens should not travel to Ukraine due to the active armed conflict, and is singling out US citizens in Ukraine like these ones by the Russian government security officials. So it is rather concerning for these gentlemen who are currently in the hands of the Russians at the moment.
You were in Ukraine for 4 months. When you went there, it was almost like a European city that was thriving, didn't expect war. All of a sudden there was war and things changed almost literally overnight. And when you left, what was it like compared to when you got there?
It depends where you were in the country when I left, because if you're in the west of the country, many people are over the fact that the war is still ongoing and they just want to return to their normal life. It's a city very far removed, but in the east of the country, and I was in the east of the country and in the south of the country during that second phase of the war, and it is just absolute terror over there at the moment. And unfortunately, the Ukrainian army are really having it handed to them over there at the moment. And these foreign fighters, like Zabilski and like Willie Cancel, they actually help the Ukrainian fighters a lot, because the Ukrainian army is made up of a lot of civilians. The majority of them are just civilians who have never been trained before. So when we have these US veterans go over there, it really means a lot to them, because they provide them with the training and the sufficient training that they wouldn't have been able to get elsewhere.
We've only got like 20 seconds. People seem to have tuned out of Ukraine.
They have.
Why does it matter?
It matters because it matters to America as well, not only because this is a huge human rights crisis that is going to have a flow-on effect to the rest of the world, but this is creating a economic crisis, a hunger crisis around the world. But America has also invested a lot of money in this war as well, so they should also be
what
interested
happens there
in the
could
fact
end up directly
affecting the people who live here too. So
I'm
no one
glad you
should
got
turn
back
a blind eye
safely.
to that.
Appreciate all your hard work there.
Thank you, Bob.
Thanks, Sarah.